Hello, and welcome to another episode of the So Are We Doing Life podcast. Today, I want to talk about a bit of a touchy subject, but that's what we do around here anyway. We talk about touchy subjects, we make people uncomfortable, and we talk about things that people need to be talking about, right? So, today, I want to talk about how women are treated when they are successful, particularly BIPOC women, especially Black women, especially in American society. And I want to start by giving you a perfect example of that. And we're going to start with Simone Biles because it is the 2024 Olympics and she is just killing it out there, right? And I noticed that a lot of people, instead of praising her for what she's doing, praising her for being amazing, they choose to attack her instead. And what I mean by that is last year she got married and there were pictures of her and her husband, of course, posted online. And people chose to attack her looks, her hair, and say how she wasn't up to par or say negative things about her looks. And it just brings me back to the thought of when a woman is successful, especially a Black woman, instantly we find things about her to make her less, right? To make her less than what she is, because it makes people uncomfortable for her for her to be successful. It especially makes people uncomfortable because there's kind of this way of being in American society of treating Black women a certain way, of not treating them as they need to be treated. And I know that this is probably going to get a lot of comments about just, I'm just riding the train of how Black women are not treated fairly or not treated well. But I think it's really true because every day I have to be a Black woman and I get treated a certain way for being a Black woman. Every day that I'm in this skin, I know what it's like or how people react to me because my success bothers them. And I also watch other people because I'm an entrepreneur and I watch how success from other people are also those other people are treated a certain way because it makes people uncomfortable that they are successful. And when we can't find something to kind of make them not as legitimate, right? Like whatever they're doing, if they're amazing, if they have the credentials, they have the education, they have the background, they have the experience, society has to find a reason to make them less than. And if they can't find a reason, they instantly attack their looks. And I'm absolutely sure that I am going to get so many hate comments for this, and people are going to instantly attack my looks because I get that even without talking about this subject. So if that's how people choose to spend their time and their energy, go for it. Go ahead and knock up my comments and get me more views. But at the end of the day, that's the first thing they go for is the looks. Even with Simone Biles, for people who were not attacking her looks with her husband, they all had something negative to say about her hair. I'm sorry. Can you get out there and do the things that she's doing? If not, I'm going to need you to have several seats and let's not hear about it again. And I will give you another example when they feel like they can't go after you for your looks or they can't minimize whatever your accomplishments are, they instantly look at other areas of your life. Like, for example, Serena Williams. People have so many negative things to say about her husband, not because they're saying negative things about her husband, they're saying negative things about her marrying her husband. Why? Because they feel like that's a vulnerability. And I feel like that's just kind of the standard in the US right now is treating women, BIPOC women, especially Black women, as less than. And I don't know where this idea came from or how it became about, but every day, if you pay attention, you see it in media. It's all over the media, right? Like how even with movies, the way they're portrayed, and sometimes in, we don't see as many successful Black women in media. That's not the story that people want to hear. That's not the story that people want to tell, even though that's a really common story. I can give you a perfect example in my own personal life. I am currently in a graduate program, and I can't tell you how many times in my program people have said really negative things about me being there and how I got there. even though we all have the same requirements to get there. All of us had to do the same things to get into this program, but it makes people uncomfortable that I'm in this program. I've even had people say to me that it makes me uncomfortable that I'm studying beside them. And it used to bother me a lot more, but now I realize that the problem doesn't lie with me. The problem doesn't necessarily just lie with the individual. The problem lies within society because for some reason, we have set this standard that Black women are not supposed to be successful, that Black women are not supposed to speak a certain way, Black women are not supposed to carry themselves a certain way. And then when they do carry themselves, do all these things that they're not supposed to do, it almost incites anger within people. And now they want to find a reason to make all of these things not true. And I just think it's really important to touch on this subject and just to highlight the fact that being a woman, being a BIPOC woman, being a Black woman in the United States in 2024 is not easy. But we don't have to make it hard. We can be more supportive of each other and start lifting the women up who are lifting other women up. And what I mean by that is, if you take a step back and you look at these women are the same women who are making a difference in the world. These women are out there doing the things for their family. These women are carrying so much weight on them. And then, even then, they also get, what do I want to say? They also get kind of picked on for that. I don't know how many times I have been told that I'm too masculine because I am an entrepreneur, because I make my own money, because I do what I need to do for myself. And I see other women, not just BIPOC women, all women, being told things like this, but I do see it more commonly, more often, I should say, in BIPOC communities. So I just wanted to highlight that today. I think we're going to have several conversations about this as the year progresses, because I think this is a really important subject. So for now, thank you for tuning into another episode. Stay curious, stay honest, and keep doing life your way.